Welcome to Black Hat Hacking series. So in this video we are going to cover about advanced concepts in the Trojans. If you remember, in our past videos we have learnt about Ramcos, that how to generate the Trojans from the Ramcos, and in the next video after that we have also learnt that how to use Celesty file binder like this way, and you drag and drop your file and you also drag and drop your PDF, and then you give an icon and then you generate a file as invoice.pdf, for example. So this is your file. So this is the thing which you have learnt before, that how to use Ramcos and how to use the Celesty file binder. But now I want to show you something very important for which maybe you'll be scammed in the future, on the names of silent exploits, silent PDF exploits, silent doc exploits. Now this is the reason. Now everyone requires something to send as a PDF or a doc. Why? There is a reason behind it, because once you send it to some people, they accept more PDF or a doc rather than exe, because exe they will seek it as malicious. But if you send them an invoice that maybe I want to buy some shoes from you and this is my requirement in the PDF, please download it and open it. So if now every business person, if he'll see as a proposal, he will obviously download your PDF and open it, and once you open it you get his control. That's what everyone want. It's so easy to break into people if you send them a doc or a PDF. Now the point is, maybe you have learned this thing before, that once generating an exe file like backdoor, you can use Celesty file binder and you can bind it with a PDF. But there is one thing which we are missing here. This is not a PDF. This is a looking like PDF. If you go to its properties, its application. But if you see, this file is look like PDF. Even if you send it to some victim and they double click over it, you'll see that a PDF opens and you can close it even. That so the victim will think that this is a real PDF. Yes, you can also use it like this way, but the point is, if someone download it in their browser, for example, can you see it shows invoice.pdf.exe. If you send them as a link on their email, on their Gmail, PDF, somewhere, you'll send them a file to download. Once they download it, they'll see the complete name like this. But once the download is completed, they'll just see invoice.pdf. So now that's the thing which I'm willing to explain you is, now a question would be arising in your mind, that can we make it as a real PDF rather than looking like a PDF, or a real doc rather than looking like a doc? The answer is yes and no both. I'll explain you why. We have to understand the science behind it. That's why I'm making this video now. If I open the notepad. Now what is a exe? Exe is an executable file. It means it do not need anything else to make it run. You just double click this thing and it can execute itself. It can start itself. It do not need anything to start it. Like you go to your car, you put your key and you roll it, which starts the spark plug, and spark plug starts the whole car, starts the engine, and then the engine starts rolling, and then it just keep on consuming the fuel and it runs. So the key actually you require to start the spark plug, and spark plug is required to start the car. But exe can start on its own. It doesn't need something to be started. You just need to double click over it and it can extract itself, and it will automatically do all the operations for which it is built. Like it will automatically connect back to attacker, it will give the full control to attacker. It will automatically, with just one double click, it will perform all the operations for which it is built. That's it. But now you like that I want an extension to be doc or a PDF. Now doc or a PDF is a non-executable file. Both the PDF as well. Both are non-executable files. Right now I have, this is a real PDF file. This is the one which is looking like PDF. Now if I double click this file, the file opens in the Adobe Reader 9. If I uninstall the Adobe Reader, you'll see one thing now. If I uninstall the Adobe Reader, would this file will work? Can you open the PDF? No. You cannot open the PDF. Because PDF is a non-executable file, but Adobe Reader is executable. Now it still shows you icon, but if I open it, it shows how to open. It does not know how to open itself. It cannot open itself. It needs someone to open it, like Adobe Reader, like some PDF opener, like some Chrome. Chrome also have a feature to open a PDF file. Like it needs something to open it. It cannot open itself. That's the same case with every extensions, whether it's a JPG, whether it's MP3, like a music file, a video file, a PDF file, a doc file, they all needs a opener. Now, but I'm not saying that there is no way to make your Trojan into a form of a PDF or a doc. There is a way. We can use our exe file and we can bind it into a doc. And in the result, the file will also be into the doc extension. But now it will depend on the opener. Like the latest version of Microsoft Office is 2016. If that version is safe, if the opener is safe, it will only start your doc file. It will not start the exe embedded in that. But if you use some old Microsoft Office, if the victim is using some old Microsoft Office, maybe 2013, 2008, 2003, if that openers are weak, they will also run the doc file and they will also run the exe hidden in that. So the point is, you can embed a exe into a doc and doc will be the extension, but it still cannot execute on its own. It will be dependent upon the version of the Microsoft Office or the PDF Adobe Reader they are using. If they are using a latest Adobe Reader, your exe binded in the PDF will not run. If they use a latest Microsoft Office version, your exe hidden in the doc file will not run. So in the non-executable files, they are always dependent upon the openers. That if the opener is strong, the file will not run. If opener is weak, the file can run. Because opener is actually extracting the juice, the exe out of the doc and running for you. But because the doc cannot run itself. But exe, it needs nothing. Like this is a PDF looking like, but it's an application. Even if you see right now, this PDF file, which is a real PDF file, is not opening. But if I double click this PDF looking file, I will get the control in the Ramcos. Because doesn't matter, it's a exe. Doesn't matter the PDF will run out of it or no, but the exe will run. It doesn't need any software to run. But if you use PDF, as I shown you, people can suspect. If you use exe kind of like a looking like, it can be suspected, but it can run itself. So everyone have their own advantages and disadvantages. Advantage of running this type of file is it do not need an opener. The disadvantage is it looks malicious. The advantage of sending a doc file is that it's a doc file, obviously. People will happily accept it. But the disadvantage is that if they use the latest version, it will be none of any use. Now, there are some terms named as silent exploits. What a silent exploit is actually mean for? Silent exploit means a 0-day exploit. Now, what is a 0-day? Obviously, it means no one is aware about it. Like you are a security researcher and you in the latest version of Microsoft Office, you have found a bug And related to that bug, you have coded 300-400 lines of code through which you can hide a exe into a dock, and even the latest 2016 will also run your exe file out of the dock. That's what you want. So everywhere nowadays on the hacking based websites, you'll see that we sell silent exploit. We sell silent exploit. Silent exploit means no one is, even the Microsoft company is not aware about it, that this type of thing exists, because if they know, they'll release an update in their version so that they can make safe all their customers. So if whatever it's not known to anyone, even the Microsoft, you think it would be cheap. People, hackers are selling it like $100, $200, $500. No, they're not real. They're all scammers. The real silent exploit, which is a 0-day, which can run over a latest version of Microsoft Office, latest version of Adobe Reader, that you can send just a PDF to people, just a real doc file or real PDF file to people, and even if they are using the latest version of their openers, it still runs. That's a real silent exploit, which worth more than $10,000 if anyone have it. And even you are not actually sure that who have it and who do not have it. Maybe they are scammers who are making you fool. Now, how they are used, how they look like, even if you buy a silent exploit, they comes into two type of forms. One are the graphical builders like this, that you just give your Ramcos file, the exe file here, you give the license key which you got it like while buying this builder, and then you choose the Office version. If you see, only 2007 and 2010 is there. No 2016. If someone is giving you even 2016, it could be fake as well, because if they're giving you 100, 200, 500, it could be fake, because the original silent exploit, which no one is aware about it, which will really run on the 2016, which would cost obviously in thousands of dollars. There are also into exploit form also they come up, which you just install it into your Kali Linux, and by using a Metasploit software through some little codes, you can generate a file and you can control a victim. So in my next video, I'll also show you an example of a silent exploit. I do not have even a pure silent exploit. As I told you, it worths in thousands of dollars, but I have a semi-silent exploit which could run up to 2013, which could even run on some versions of 2016 as well, like 2016.1, 2016.2 even, and even 2013 as well, and with almost a FUD. The detection ratio which I seen last time was just 4 out of 35. A real silent exploit is always 0 out of 35. That because no one is aware about it, so no antivirus would also detect it. But mine is detected by 4 antivirus, but I'll show you how to use it in the next video. But I'll show you as a real engine form, like a real exploit form, not like this type of builders, because they could be mostly scammers. And the next thing is, there's also one more thing which some of the new hackers are crazy about it, are like the jar rats. Like we use the Ramcos, it have generated a exe file. There are also Java rats. Basically, they generate a jar file. I'll show you one example. Like this is the one. This is a unknown rat 1.2. If you can see, it can hack even the Windows. It can even hack Linux. It can even hack Mac, and it can also hack Android. Now you will think like, yeah, this is the best. This is the best you want. But that's also somewhere, I would say no. What's the reason? This is a Java rat. Now Java is a multi-platform. Java you can also install on the Mac. Java you can also install on the Linux. Java you can also install on the Windows. But if Java is installed on the victim computer, the file will run. If Java is not installed on the victim computer, it will not run. Still, it's an opener. Java will open the Trojan out of a jar file. If Java is not there, no one can open it. Only exe is the one thing which can open itself. Still the same concept, if you notice. If you see, if you use unknown rat, this type of jar file it will generate. Some people think rather than exe, jar is still people may double click. May. Because exe they think they will never double click. It's also sometimes a reason. So you can generate a jar file and you can send it, but still if they use Java. And the second drawback of this rat is normal cryptors will not work over it, because normal cryptors are built to encrypt exe file. To encrypt a Java file, you need a special cryptor, and which is very, very hard to find it over the internet. So you should first of all think about it, that what you want to use. Is a PDF looking like exe sufficient for you? I have also a way to send it to people and they will see only PDF. So that thing I will show you in the coming video. I hope you enjoyed this one and thank you for watching.